Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start today with this one. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to start with this one. So, we had a settlement about a week ago below this rising channel bottom at 118.35 today. And I'd been waiting for the settlement below the 109.48 formation before clarifying, indicating the 95 even to 97.40 region. Obviously, in hindsight, I wish I would have just called it a sell signal and left it alone below 118.35, but that is just the way it plays out at times. I've seen it as many times, equal as many times, these descending channel bottoms holding, and then the market turns higher. So there you have it. So the way I'm constructing this now is you still have 109.48. This former channel bottom is a very sellable level for day traders and 3 to 5 day swing traders. Presently heightened volatility will allow our next, what had been kind of a 1 to 2 week target by Friday's close, 95 even to 97.40. It is the top of this consolidative region that lasted for several months. It can contain weekly selling pressures. We could round up from here for a week, possibly several weeks, possibly back to some variation of this rising channel bottom within 2 to 3 weeks. We'll be watching the buy signals, but they'll be based in part on the lows that are put out, and I don't think this low is in yet. So we just got to see where it ends up and where we come off from. Right now, at this point in time, our resistance, our sellable resistance into next week is 114.27 to 114.33. And so, yes, while 109.48 can contain daily highs, closing above it, I'm not comfortable anticipating recovery. What I am comfortable anticipating recovery in would be a settlement today above the 114.27 to 114.33 area. That is a zone of resistance. Descending 1/3 speed line, descending 3-week channel top, able to contain buying into next week, and below which you could say 95 even to 97.40 remains a 3 to 5 day target given presently heightened volatility. Now, if we rally today, I don't see it. Let me go back to this chart here and talk about 109.48. So if we push through 109.48, then yes, the 114.27 to 114.33 region is attainable today, where we could top out into next week and from here fall back into the mid-90s, 95 even to 97.40. With respect to the speed line, the holding below a descending 1/3 speed line maintains the bearish momentum that is played out, that's led up to that point. And so this descending 1/3 speed line at 114.27 is based in part on Tuesday's low. And so if we break to a new low, we reconstruct the speed line. As it is, it converges nicely today with the descending 3-week channel top at 114.33. This area is good sellable resistance if given the opportunity into next week, below which 95 even to 97.40 remains, I think, a realistic 3 to 5 day objective. And once again, holding below the 109.48 formation, we are in reach of 95 even to 97.40 over the next 2 or 3 days, or in other words, by Friday's close. Now, if we were to close above 114.33, and I don't see that happening today, but if so, we have, with present volatility, a 3 to 5 day reversal buy signal into the 127.47 to 127.52 area, where by that point in time, we could top out into later August, fall away again. It would be a settlement above 127.52 that would set off, I think, a nice rally, longer term resumption of a bull move. Right now, the sellers are in control, obviously. This 95 even to 97.40 area remaining a 3 to 5 day target below 114.27. and once again, a 2 to 3 day target below 109.48. Now, on the way down, we do have 102.55. I don't think we have it labeled or shown anywhere, but it can contain session weakness. We did test it actually yesterday, came off of it very modestly. We could actually gap below it today with overnight weakness. By the way, I don't show it. Let me check. I do not show it, but I've been showing the triple Q, the NASDAQ 100 long-term charts, and I will at least mention that the triple Q and the NASDAQ 100 both set off secondary 2 to 3 week sell signals on Tuesday's close. And so we had a 3 to 5 week objective following the testing of 4.5-year channel resistance that I showed a lot over the last couple of weeks. We tested that over the last week, and we closed below it on Tuesday. That sets up more selling for the triple Q and the NASDAQ 100, which will have its effect on NVIDIA. This is why I'm so comfortable anticipating 95 even and 97.40. Now, if we happen to break 97 even and 97.40, I'm just going to show you what I would then expect would be 75.60. Very simply, the bottom of this congestive area. This is not a wide, solid, what is the word I'm looking for? This is not all filled out as a congestive zone. This is more of a spike low than a congestive series of lows. But nonetheless, there was a very tight two-sided framework that lasted for several months in here. And if we close below 95 even, nothing more than the high settlement price for all this range play that then lasted for 2 to 3 months before we took it out back in May. And so this is a meaningful support area. This is an area that if you're short, you can take profits. You might be short today following yesterday's settlement below 109.48. Or maybe you're short from earlier when we settled below, say, the 118.35 channel bottom. But in any event, it is that 95 even and 97.40 area that can contain weekly selling pressures, possibly through August trade. If we close below 95 even, then there's no good reason to be bottom picking. Of course, you want to play the short side. So if you're bottom picking 95 even and 97.40, and once again, as we test 95 even and 97.40, I want you to know that you can plan for, if you will, some variation of this upper 120s. It will be lower. It will be more like the low to mid 20s, 120. So as we're testing 95 even and 97.40, I'm talking to options traders now. You could consider reaching for 120 or 125 strike out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a couple of months. I see this as kind of a 2 to 3 week play to the upside. In terms of clarifying, once again, 127.52 as a clear-cut 3 to 5 day objective, that would be a settlement today above 114.33. So this area here, you're buying 95 even, 97.40, this range, selling 114.27, 114.33. We can fill this area out for the next week or two. But once again, I will remind you that if we close below 95 even, we have our next 2 to 3 week sell signal to 75.60. And I think you can see what may be playing out there is this sort of drawn out head and shoulders process that doesn't bode very well for NVIDIA as we move into later year. We would need to then violate 75.60, and then I think we actually have a good high for the entire year. I'm not going to go there yet. I don't think it's necessary, and I'm not expecting it. Anything else to say? I'll just go back once again to this chart, the 114.27, 114.33 area. If we happen to push through this today, doubtful. 118.35 in reach, and if we close above 114.33, 127.52, it becomes a 3 to 5 day target where we could top out through August, fall away again, or if settled above, should set off a significant rally as we continue through August and into September. Anything else to say? I don't think so. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Thursday's Tesla report. You have a great day.